Yo, welcome back everybody to your brand new PTCGL Pokemon card 151 deck video, and today we're looking at a brand new control deck from 151, and that is going to be using the brand new Fearow today. This is Fearow Control. Now, this archetype was created by Densi, who played it to an online tourney, the Australia TCG tourney, and they did end up getting top 4 with this deck. It is a really cool archetype, and it all revolves around the brand new 151 Fearow with, of course, the attack Beak Catch that lets you get 3 cards and put them into your hand. Really insane attack. I mean, getting any 3 cards you want is insane. Obviously, your opponent can Iono you, but if you do not get Iono'd, you keep those cards. Now, the best part about this deck is the Spearow from 151 with that ability Evolutionary Advantage, where if you go second, this Pokemon can evolve during your first turn. So, of course, if you have Spearow and Fearow in your hand, you can immediately go into Fearow and use Beak Catch to try to build up your hand and get any cards you want. Now, the control deck has multiple different win cons. The main one, the one that I think is the best, is the Mawile Tempting Trap strat. If your opponent benches Manaphy, Lumineon, Greninja, any Pokemon that cannot attack or retreat, and if they are limited to their switch outs, you can use Mawile, boss it up, and Tempting Trap it, where during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon cannot retreat. And that's very, very strong when combined with the boss's order. You can just win the game a lot of the time by stalling something out. We also have Echoing Horn and Erika's Invitation, another new card that can put a Pokemon into play that can be Mawile stalled for the win. Of course, Erika, your opponent reveals their hand, and you put a basic Pokemon you find there onto your opponent's bench, and if you put a Pokemon on their bench in this way, you switch it with the active Pokemon. So, again, if you just Erika, a Manaphy, or Greninja play or something, you can just Mawile it and win the game that way. And then you can infinitely loop Pidgeot V in the deck, so that you can never deck out with Vanishing Wings, or once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on the bench, you can shuffle it, and all cards attached to it back into your deck, so you never deck out, and your opponent loses the game when you Mawile them. And that is one of the main strats. There's also, of course, Mimikyu, which cannot be damaged by V Pokemon or EXs. Some decks literally just have no way to attack Mimikyu. And there's also Flying Pikachu VMAX, really good against any, like, big basic deck. Lugia is another matchup where Pikachu is really good against, because Lugia doesn't really have many outs to attacking Pikachu apart from Lugia Archeops, and most of us do not play Urshifu anymore. And you have Max Balloon, which of course can also be good against decks that are weak to lightning, and sometimes you can just win the game with Pikachu. As a control deck, you can set up your Pikachu by using Fearow. Very reminiscent kind of the control deck from the Lugia format. Because also it's Yveltal, which can also be good against Lugia to remove their energy, and also good against Mew to run them out of energy too. Before we begin the video, shout out to the sponsor, Card Cavern TCG. Of course, if you're looking to get any PCG Live packups, get them over at Card Cavern. Card Cavern's code line for the cheapest. So if you're looking for any sets, like, of course, 151, get your 151 codes over at Card Cavern. Or maybe you want to get an older set, of course, like Obsidian Flames. Or you want to get some IRL singles too. Card Cavern does also IRL stuff over there too. If you get anything at Card Cavern at the checkout, use my discount code LDF for a 5% discount on your order. Help the channel, help yourself out, and help our Card Cavern. So shout out Card Cavern. Check them out. Use code LDF. Also, check out the Shuffle Squad down below. Every Monday, I post a new video over on their channel, and you can check out my second channel down below for some extra content. Gonna be posting some Peoria-based content later this week. And of course, you can also check out the podcast channel, the Mental Might podcast down below too, that I co-host with Linty every Friday. A new episode of our pod goes live. So yeah, here is the list once again. So shout out to Densi once again for the list and getting top 4 in an online tourney with it. The idea is there, and it is of course a brand new Pokemon to take a look at with Fearow. Some other cards in the deck, of course. I did add a Force Seal Stone. Densi, I don't think played a Force Seal Stone in their list, so I did add one. I think it's just kind of a no-brainer to play it when you have Pidgeot V and Flying Pikachu. The deck does play Trekking Shoes as another draw out alongside 4 Iono. A lot of the time, you don't take any prizes, so like you can just use Iono to draw you 6 cards all the time, which is kind of nifty. We got Fortune Sisters, which is very good actually to try to mill Switch for Mawile. Of course, look at the top 5 cards of your opponent's deck and discard any number of items you find there. So you can sometimes mill a Switch or two, which does go a long way when you're just trying to win the game with Mawile. You just run them out of Switch that way, or deck them out. And then, of course, we have Penny, which can be very good to kind of heal something, take something off the board, make it awkward for the prize trade. Say you start with, like, Flying Pikachu V or something. Could be pretty good. The only thing I maybe would add to the deck is maybe more draw supporters. Colress Experiment actually might be good in here too, so maybe a couple Colress could go a long way, maybe a Research or something. Like, I do think this deck needs more draw. That was one thing I noticed with this Fearow deck, is maybe more draw is needed. I know you'd have the Fearows, but the extra draw wouldn't be bad either. Maybe like a Lost City or an Artisan could be good in here too over Path. The Path is nice to slow down your opponent, good against Gardevoir, even though you do have the win condition with Mawile, but you can also use this against Gardevoir. You can also use this against Charizard to slow him down, and Lugia, so you can kind of buy time to build up the Flying Pikachu VMAX. But yeah, really cool archetype. Definitely give it a try. I haven't done a video on a control deck in quite some time, so I thought I would go ahead and try the Fearow Control deck here. It looked like a really cool deck, and I'm excited to try it out. Let's go see what Fearow Control can do and how we are going to win a couple games. We'll see, and let's see what this deck is all about. All right, here we go. Trying out the Fearow Control deck here in this game. My opponent is going first, but that's fine. We'll hopefully get a good starting hand. We open up with Mimikyu. And we do have a couple ball cards. We can get the Fearow into play here. We'll see where we're playing against. Zorro Box. How do we beat Zorro Box? I'm actually not sure how to navigate the Zorro Box matchup. Doesn't really seem like a matchup Fearow was designed for. We'll see what we can do, though. Might be able to win. There's Zorro and Ralts. Yeah, I don't know. This matchup seems kind of tough. I mean, we have Flying Pikachu. But if they have a lightning Pokemon, we can't use that. Fearow's not great either. This could be a tough matchup. We have Mawile, right? As Mawile, I think Mawile might be our only out here. Yeah, I think Mawile's our only out to winning this game. We can put Fearow down, which is kind of cool. We can level ball another Spearow. It's got to be mindful of how many Pokemon we play down. Put another Fearow down. Can just Iono. I am looking for a way to attack with Fearow this turn so I can use its first attack. Zorro Box doesn't usually take prizes though right away, which is good. We got a Trekking Shoe, Heavy Ball. Okay, we don't really need that. We know that Heavy Ball is not very good here. And yes, sir, there it is. The Jet Energy into the Fearow. Just gonna B-catch. I don't really see a reason to play Path here. My opponent doesn't really play anything that's super pathable. Trying to think, like, what is the best way to navigate this matchup? I don't quite know, unfortunately. I'll take maybe Echoing Horn could be good. I mean, we got to play around in Iono, right? So we can have like a filler card we don't care about, like Pikachu, just in case we get Iono'd here. We'll grab 2 good cards and then 1 card that's like kind of mid, because we could get Iono'd. I mean, I guess my best strategy here is to trap a Kirlia or Gallade with Mawile. But I'm not taking any prizes, so as long as I just avoid that, we could maybe just win the game by spamming Mawile. I think that's going to be my strategy. I think we're just going to try to win the game by spamming Mawile. Like, otherwise, I don't really see any other potential win con here other than spam Mawile on the Kirlia. They most likely play Jet Energy, but how many Jets do they play? How many Switch do they play? We're going to try to capitalize on all that knowledge, and we're going to hopefully win the game by just Mawile trapping Kirlia. I think that's going to be our game plan. They level ball for another Kirlia. To Ultra Ball. Ooh, are they going to Zoroark into a Kirlia? I mean, if they... Yo, if they Zoroark their active into a Kirlia, I can literally just Mawile it right now. That'd actually be kind of funny if they did that. No way they're going to do that, right? If they ever discard a good Pokemon that I can trap with Mawile, that'd be pretty good too. There's Aerodactyl. No, they can de-evolve my Fearow. Ooh, that's actually annoying. Hit the Miriam. Ooh, they're down bad. They don't have much going on in the hand. That's good. They do still get 3 cards. They could easily get a knockout here with Aerodactyl. That'd be pretty bad. We might just Mawile the Kirlia right now. If they're playing my list, I played 2 Jet, 1 Switch, right? I think that's what I played. Oh my god, they actually had the Ultra Ball? No shot. They're playing... Ooh, but they're playing this Raichu. Doesn't really do anything special, just as 180. I'll see what they get here. Ralts. Yeah, I think we go trap Kirlia, because again, we're going to just basically not give them any reversal energy access. We're never taking prizes. I think that might be the strategy here. Do we just Mawile the Kirlia now and just be like, yo, you're getting Mawile now? We don't have unlimited Mawile, though. We could wait another turn. I think we just trap the Kirlia now, I think. Yeah, and then we can just set that play back up. I think we just trap the Kirlia now. Because they'll evolve in a Gallade here, but then we'll just trap Gallade too. Because again, we're just never taking prizes. We're never giving my opponent reversal energy, so I think we'll just do this. Probably could have Pal Padded actually, put back Boss, Iono. But I think this is how we're going to win this game. We're going to try to stall my opponent with Mawile. This is going to be our win con. We're just going to spam Mawile. That's all I can think of. Like, there's no other way to win other than just Mawile trap Kirlia. Because we know they don't play Psychic Energy. If we just don't take prizes, they can't use reversal. There is one way they could take prizes. They could attack with Mighty N. No, not even. No, I guess they could. They can attack with Mighty N and knock itself out. But they would also take prizes, though, so that wouldn't work either way. I'm never putting Pikachu in play, so they can't really use Mighty N. Mighty N would be one way they could technically take prizes, right? Or give me prizes. Because Mighty N can knock itself out. But there's nothing that Mighty N can really knock out that would really matter anyways. They're playing Flareon. Okay, their list is definitely a little bit different. They're playing Path 2. Path is kind of annoying because it can block Pidgeot from being able to loop my opponent. We might win the Deckard race, though, to be honest. But, yeah, Pidgeot. We want to make sure we have infinite Pidgeot. So we can just loop Mawile every turn. Nice thing about Fearow, that free tree cost goes so hard. There's a Rizu. They can get Gallade here. I don't think we're getting KO'd this turn, though. Or they're going to attack me anyways. And I think next turn we're just going to retreat back into Fearow and just do it all again. We'll play Misfortune Sisters, too. Try to maybe mill a switch. We know they do play a switch. They definitely at least play 1 or 2 switch. So we're definitely going to try to see if we can Misfortune Sisters the switch away. Be pretty good. And if they ever discard like a good Pokemon, we can try to horn into play. I don't know if they're playing Manaphy, Radiant Serena, because they might end up having to like refinement away a Manaphy or something, and then we can like trap it into play. Nothing in the discard is trappable right now. That is part of my plan though. We can maybe try to trap like Manaphy into play or something if we can. There's Ultra Ball. What are they getting rid of now? What other attackers? Is there any other attacker we have to be scared of? Not really. Flapple, Scovillain, not really. None of those are really threats. The biggest attacking threat is Aerodactyl. Because it can KO my Fearows with a double turbo. But it can't KO Mawile with a double turbo. Mawile's actually kind of tanky here. What the heck? I actually don't know if they can one-shot Mawile with anything in the discard right now. Nothing in the discard can kill Mawile in one hit. That's kind of funny, actually. Unless they put a 2 basic energy onto an Aerodactyl. And they just pass? Perfect. All right. Let's see what we draw. Nest Ball again. All right, let's Misfortune Sisters. We do mill a Super Rod, which is pretty good. We get some deck knowledge here. This Tempting Trap. I don't know. I maybe should Pal Pad put back Boss and Sisters, but I'm just going to keep Tempting Trapping for now. I'm just going to keep up the lock. They also might not even play Gallade. I've seen Zorro Box let's not play Gallade. They prize Gallade. That could be pretty bad, too. Like, there's a lot of things that could go down here. But we'll see if they have... If they have no way to move Kirlia, we do just flat out win the game. Like, if they literally have no way to move Kirlia, we win. And even if they do, we can try to go Fearow and try to get ourselves back into the position where we can stall Kirlia. And if they ever refinement away something that we can trap with Boss, that would also be pretty good. Now, I guess they did fill their bench up now. So they did lock themselves being able to... For us to trap a Manaphy. But again, trapping Kirlia is just as good. Trapping Kirlia is pretty good. Because if they have a Manaphy, then currently we can't trap it into play. Yeah, their best bet would be to try to use Mighty Anna, knock itself out, activate Reversal. But anytime they attack with Mighty Anna, they're just going to knock something out, and they can't ever use Reversal anyways, so it wouldn't really matter. Drew Iono. Just going to keep Tempting Trapping. I don't want to play the Pal Pad yet. Like, we might just need to put Boss back. Like, this is a deck that does have multiple outs to Mawile, so maybe we should play around it. I maybe should be Nest Balling, too, for another Spearow. Wouldn't mind getting another Fearow in play, just because it allows us to set up. They have Iono, too. Or maybe they don't play Iono. Or maybe they have limited Ionos. We saw a Rizu Miriam, and we saw Zinnia's Resolve on that Misfortune Sisters. Makes me curious. Maybe they're not playing Jet Energy, too. Maybe they're just not playing Jet. They have no Jet Energy, bro. We're chilling. All right, Tempting Trap. We can keep this up all day. We can just trap them until they play a switch. And when they do, we go Rod, Fearow, put stuff back. If we never take prizes, anytime they Iono me, they're just giving me 6 cards anyway. So they're still giving me, like, 6 cards to work with. Which makes this pretty good. There's Gallade. They actually evolved the bench instead of the active. If they evolve the active, they can actually remove Tempting Trap. Looks like they didn't have a way to switch it, though. Even if they do retreat, they can't one-shot Mawile, which is kind of funny. Like, there's no way they can kill Mawile. They do have a boss. That's fine. We got DT in hand here. If they try to boss something up like Mimikyu, could always penny that off the board too, and then leave ourselves with Spearows that have free retreat cost. I guess this is their only play, and hope I don't have an energy, but little do they know, there is an energy in my hand. We can retreat. I guess they could do that again. Even if they do, even if they KO Mimikyu, who cares? Like, it's like KO Mimikyu doesn't really do anything for my opponent anyways. And they only have so many boss, too. Like, if they actually have no way to move Kirlia, we're chilling. They could have saved Gallade for the active, right? They can evolve Kirlia. But yeah, they're just going to attach early. I mean, that's fine. I got the Tempting Trap. It's all good. Unless they're playing Gardevoir. If they have Shining Arcana Gardevoir, that could be annoying. But then we can just boss Gallade. All right, what do we draw? Erika's Invitation. Nah, let's just retreat. Good Iono here. I mean, I have Pal Pad and Rod. Like, I have, like, good cards. I'm just going to Tempting Trap again. Yeah, I guess it's fine. I don't know. Maybe I should have Iono tried to get energy, because they're probably going to do that again. Even if they retreat Kirlia, though, we're just going to trap it again anyways. And they have two things in play. Even if they collapse Stadium Kirlia off the board, there's still Gallade in play that we can trap. It's not a big deal. It's no biggie. They just pass. They don't do the Gallade play again, which is good. This gives me time. There's Fearow or Spearow. Let's just go bench that and just Tempting Trap again. There's already Mimikyu in play. There's no reason not to bench Spearow. As long as we just don't give my opponent 6 prize cards, we should be chilling. I don't think we can really realistically do that. Not at this rate anyways. We'll see what they end up doing here. They didn't Gallade last turn, which is interesting. If they have no way out of this, we're chilling. And again, I don't even know how they KO the Mawile this turn. Again, there's nothing in their discard pile that can KO Mawile. No, they have Flapple. I did give him actually, benching Spearow did give him Flapple. Crap. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have been Spearow. I kind of just gave him Flapple now. Yeah, they can Flapple me here. Ooh, do they have it? Okay, I might have actually misplayed by doing that. I mean, it's not the end of the world, obviously. We can, like, re-evolve the Spearow. No, they're grabbing Aerodactyl. Do they have a Jet Energy? Do they have any way to move it? They have a DTE. All right. Do they have a Switch? Hope we can find the other Misfortune Sisters. I do want to try to mill that Switch if we can. They might trap me. We're going to probably have the Iono here. Do they have the boss? Do they have a... But they only have, like, limited boss. Again, Iono, that's fine. Actually, if we get Iono here, I wouldn't hate that. They might be looking for Switch, actually. Getting Iono isn't bad. We do lose the Pal Pad, but it's fine. We get 6 new cards. I mean, as long as we have Fearow in play, we, like, have... pretty much we can find whatever we want. And the less Iono they have, the better. It means they have less Iono for Fearow. Look at that. We got a boss and a couple energies. Beautiful. It's pretty good stuff. Those are all good cards to work with when we're trying to stall this Kirlia. I like it. There's Zork. All right, all right. Let's see what they do now. There's Pal Pad. Okay, they do play Pal Pad. That's interesting. That can get back boss and Iono. No, they put Miriam in boss back. Really? What does Miriam even do for my opponent at this point, though? That's the question. It's fine with me. We can level ball, evolve the Spearow, so now we can't get flappled. That's going to have to be what we have to do. What do we draw? DTE, a lot of energy. Okay, we'll grab Fearow. I'm going to put DT on Mimikyu. We have Yveltal too. Just in case, there could be a win con where my opponent runs out of energy and then I can Yveltal them. There's actually possibly a win con where we can do that. So that's also something we got to keep in mind is we can Yveltal my opponent. Yeah, now we're chilling. We got 3 Fearows in play. Somehow Mawile goes down. We can just Fearow back into where we need to be with not taking any prizes. Iono isn't really a problem for us. And they just pass. I mean, this game might just be over, man. There's just the other Mawile. That's pretty good. Not going to bother benching that, but we could. Actually, there's no reason not to bench Mawile, right? There's really no reason not to bench Mawile. We probably should bench it, actually. All right, do they have anything? Nope. Pass it again. Lomanabadu. Yeah, there's no reason not to bench Mawile. Tempting Trap. Yeah, Mawile's OP, bro. This card is nasty. All right. Surely they're playing Jet Energy or Switch. They really have no way out of the Mawile trap. I feel like we would have seen something by now. Surely. But maybe they just don't play Jet Energy or anything. And again, their attackers are very bad against my Mawile. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Tempting. We're just going to keep Tempting Trapping them till the end of time. We're going to have to Penny that Mimikyu off the board at some point. If we can. Try to get... I think Penny's in the deck. I guess I did prevent myself from Pidgeotting, but they have way less cards than I do anyways, so... We're going to win the deck out race regardless. Yeah, I guess I should have left myself open for Pidgeot, but we're winning the deck out race anyways, right? They have way less cards than I do. I have over 30 cards left, and they have under... They have, what, 21 cards left in their deck, and I have plus 30. We have way more cards than they do, so... I'm pretty sure I'm winning the deck out race. Very, very, very positive. We're winning the deck art race. We don't even need the Pidgeot loop. Even if I wanted to, I could just retreat, give my opponent a prize so that I can bench Pidgeot. They do play Path, though, right? So it might not even matter. But yeah, I think we might win here. I mean, this is the power of playing control. You just sometimes trap your opponent, and you hope that they can't do anything. And it looks like my opponent can't do anything. And there's no attackers in the discard that are threatening. I guess there's Scovillain, but that doesn't do anything against Mawile. There's nothing that can kill Mawile, unless they have Mightyena, right? I guess I can build up Mightyena, but again, we have another Mawile right in the woodworks. There's nothing they can boss up. I don't know. I think we kind of have a bit of a checkmatey scenario, but we'll see what happens. Because they haven't played a switch yet, which is quite odd. The fact they haven't played a switch yet is definitely interesting. Because even if they retreat the Kirlia, right? Even if they retreat Kirlia here into Gallade, or like even if they were to retreat Kirlia, we just boss against. Even if they have another Gallade, we just reboss the Kirlia back up. It wouldn't even matter. So like the game's basically just like probably over if my opponent can't move Kirlia. And I feel like they would have done something by now to move said Kirlia, and they haven't. So something tells me they got no way out of Mawile. They're taking a while to do their action. Are they salty? I've seen this before on, like, Reddit. There's, like, a random increase in, like, people complaining about Snorlax control on Reddit. On the TCG Live subreddit. This could be the catalyst for that. People are like, oh, I'm tired of playing against control. Maybe my opponent's trying to, like, slow. But I can sit here all day. They're slow, bro. Not really a threat either. Just tempting trap. I mean, slow bro doesn't do much. I mean, even if they put me to sleep, like, if they kill Mawile, we just got Fearow. We got 3 Fearows in play to rebuild our board back up. There's an Iono, sure. We'll see if they got Switch here. They can't knock out Mawile, though, but they just put 2 bosses bomb in the deck, so there is that. We got Pal Pad back. It's Jet Energy. It's pretty good. Even if they break the lock, right, we just Fearow, get boss again. We're just tempting trap again. I guess I could Pal Pad here, actually, get back boss and Misfortune. I wouldn't mind doing Misfortune Sisters, but they scoop it up. All right, we got him. I guess they didn't have any way to move Kirlia. No Switch, no Jet Energy. I mean, that's the power of this control deck. Sometimes Mawile is just a very strong card. Up against Lugia. That's an interesting matchup. We do have Yveltal, so we'll have to see if that's going to be enough to carry us. We have a Level Ball. Grab Fearow. We can go do this. We can obviously Path. We know that we do have Pikachu too, actually. Flying Pikachu might actually be the best way to go about this matchup. Flying Pikachu plus Yveltal is a pretty good combo. See if we can utilize it. Figure it out, I guess. Not the best Iono ever. I guess they could. I don't think they can win. They're not going to win. We'll just bench Mimikyu and just beat catch. Make it more awkward for them. Grab Pikachu. We can go like Pikachu. We only have the 1 Yveltal. Damn. What am I looking for? Pikachu. Could grab Erika's Invitation. And then another Spearow wouldn't be bad. Because they're not going to kill me this turn, so we'll have another turn of Fearow. I'll grab the Erika because maybe we can try to get, like, maybe a Lumineon in play that we can tempting trap. It also can come down to how many things they play, how many Jet Energy do they run. But some single strike lists play 0 Jet Energy. That's another thing we can try to use. The problem is they can collapse Lumineon away, right? So it makes it kind of awkward. I do think that Flying Pikachu actually could be the best way to go about this matchup. So that's what we're going to try to do. Do they have an Iono? They have an Urn. That's fine. That means they have a Research. No, they don't. They just pass. Cragalanche kind of is annoying too. So let's bench this. Catch the Lightning. We'll Nest Ball. This thing does knock me out. 80, 100. Yikes. Let's grab Yveltal. They don't have much in their hand. They could have a Lumineon. We can trap it into play with Erika. I'm like kind of tempted to do that. They just research though, and then we can Erika the following turn. Let's just do the... I'm just going to Fearow again. Grab Pikachu, Boss, and... We already have the double turbo. Pikachu, Boss. Yveltal's already in play. Grab another Spearow. Just, I don't know. If they Iono me, it's like, I don't really care if I draw the Spearow or not. We'll see if they have the knockout Cragalanche. But I could have maybe grabbed all good cards, because I don't want to get Cragalanche and then lose a bunch of good stuff. They mentioned another Lugia. Yeah, see, they're doing that. They do have a double turbo. They can't single strike crush me, though. They have the Cragalanche. Hopefully they don't mill anything too good. I don't really care about those two cards. I will happily take that. Alrighty, then. So, yeah, this might be our win con against Lugia. We just go Pikachu. And thanks to the path and the Fearow setting us up, we are able to kind of control the game here. We can bring in this and max balloon for the knockout, giving us a big lead. Now, they can Cragalanche me some more, which is annoying. But once we kind of get to the Pikachu point, it's going to be tough for them to win. And we got the Mimikyu, which can make things awkward for them, too. We have Yveltal, which is obviously a threat. I think we're chilling in this matchup. This matchup seems pretty favored. We have Yveltal, Flying Pikachu. Path's Fearow really helped us here, because if they had a Lumineon, oh, there's the stadium. There's Mezagozas. If that flips heads, they get the fish. It does indeed flip heads. There you go. So they're in the game. I don't have another boss currently, so I can't boss Lugia, but Lugia also can't one-shot Pikachu. It's not too concerning. Plus, I have to move the T-Tar. That is unfortunate they got the Mezagoza, but we'll see. If I have another boss, maybe I should have grabbed a boss out of Erika. It's just Iono, right? It really comes down to whether they get the Iono. Oh, they're playing the Urshifu, but that is no longer a threat as it is now in the discard pile. So I don't think they get that back. That's good. Because, yeah, some Lugia lists do play Urshifu, some don't. We'll see if they got another Archeops this turn. It'd be pretty bad if they did. They can knock out my Pikachu. Or not knock me out, but hit me with... No, they don't. They actually don't attack, which is very strange. Fortunately, we do not draw a boss. Surprised they didn't trap me there. I think I just Iono... I'm only drawing 4 cards, though. Well, Mezagoza first. See what we got with the Goza. I don't know why they didn't Cragalanche, so that was very strange. They had a free 2 mil. Why didn't they take it? Beats me. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. We'll spend that. Could Erika's Invitation here? Could win by going boss. Wish I had a boss. If I had boss here, we would have just won the game, most likely. I don't want to Pal Pad and put boss back and have it get Cragalanched. Maybe Iono's actually the play. Well, Path Erika is tempting. So they have a Lugia in their hand. We can just knock it out, and then we just have to boss that for game. Kind of tempted to do that. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, give me that Lugia. What's in their hand? They have a Research. Oh, there you go. Now we'll Pal Pad. Max Balloon. Because now we can just win by bossing the Lumineon or KO the Lugia. We'll see if they hit me first. The only downside of this, now they can retreat T-Tar, but it was always going to retreat anyway. It doesn't really matter. There's the other Yveltal. Could also Yveltal their Lugia to oblivion. We have a lot of plays we can make. The only downside is I did just put myself in a position where I can get Iono'd. They have the stadium. No, I think they top deck then. They actually decided to judge me here instead of guaranteeing the Serena Research, which is interesting. Okay, sure. There's double turbo. I don't know why they did that. Now I can choose into boss. I'm surprised they didn't just Serena Research here. Honestly, I could just go back into Fearow and just, like, bait them. No, they're just going to Summoning Star 1 Chops into play. That's huge. That also makes it harder for them to do Lumineon now. Or Collapse Stadium the Lumineon away, because now their bench is even more limited. All right, that's pretty good. I mean, I guess they had to do this, but this is why I don't understand why they didn't do the thing earlier. And they put a bunch of energy on T-Tar. They don't have a knockout this turn. No, they're just going to Cragalanche. Will they mill a boss? Hopefully not. No, they just mill 2 cards. I do not care about that. Maybe gives us the win here off this Trekking Shoes. Or Force Seal Stone works too. You know what? That top deck works. Thank you for Cragalanching 2 dead cards. Now we can just grab boss and win the game. Cool. Fearow Control beating Lugia. They had Urshifu. And most Lugia decks do not play Urshifu anymore. So we kind of got unlucky they had it, but thankfully they didn't use it because they had to discard it early on. So it do be like that sometimes. Even if they did bench it, you know, we could have maybe done some other play. We had a lot of strats. We had Yveltal, Pikachu. It was looking pretty good, and that will be the dub against my opponent's Lugia single strike deck. In this game, we're up against a metal deck. What is this? Ooh, it's a Dialga Pidgeot deck. I don't know what we're going to be able to do to win this. We'll figure something out. The mulligans are good. I got no energy, though. We got a lot of Fearows, though. All right, well, oh, Greninja. There we go. There's our win con right there. We trapped Greninja with Mawile. There we go. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to win this game, but they got Greninja. Now, the only issue is my hand has no energy in it. If I need an energy, I can Fearow here. It's actually pretty bad. But yeah, we'll just Mawile Greninja, and that's going to be the win con here. Dialga's another deck that doesn't really play much energy. There's Battle VIP Pass. That's going to get them Pidgey and Dialga. Oh, God. Star Cronus is kind of scary. We need to get Mimikyu in play. They could have Manaphy too, I guess. Okay, we need an energy this turn, so hopefully we can find one. Yep, there we go. There it is. We found energy. Let's go. We can evolve in a Fearow right away. We'll Nest Ball for Fearow. Let me check my prizes. We don't have Pidgeot. So we did prize our Pidgeot, which is unfortunate. Need to be mindful of that. Go Fearow. We'll Nest Ball. We don't have any Mimikyus either? Bro, the Qs are prized? What? Okay, wow, my Mimikyus are prized. Jeez. Okay, well, let's go Fearow. There's a lot of Fearows. We'll take that. I mean, I guess we'll path. We could play the Erika here to try to get a Manaphy in play. I also get to see their hand. I don't hate that. Gotta find Heavy Ball. I guess we can grab that off Pikachu. Kind of tempted to play the Erika. They have a 4-card hand, though. No, I'm just gonna Pikachu. I'm not gonna play Erika. I don't think they're gonna have anything. We'll wait to do it. We might be able to just trap them now. Where's the Heavy Ball at? There it is. Grab that. Just try to Mawile them. I mean, as long as we just don't bench anything. I mean, maybe we don't even bother benching Mimikyu. I just want to make sure, because if they Star Chronos, I need to give them Mimikyu to deny him a prize. I mean, yeah, they can attack with Magnezone, but that's fine. I don't really care if they can attack with Magnezone. So that's what I want to go for. They might not see the control play coming. I don't know if I maybe should have played Path, because I do lose access to Pidgeot, but the nice thing about playing Path down here is they're going to get rid of it anyways. They're playing their own Pidgeot. It's like, they're always going to get rid of the Path anyways. Plus, I don't want them to just have turn 2 Star Chronos. That would just not be good. They put a Manaphy in play too? No, they're trolling. All right. Well, I mean, they don't know what I'm playing, I guess. But, like, yo, they just put 2 free Mawile targets in play. You love to see it. I didn't really reveal what I'm playing, which is good. No, but they had an Iono, though. No shot. Ah, God. What do we got off Iono? Can we still pull the Mawile off? Nope. We got Misfortune Sisters. We almost got... We had Boss here. We would have had it. All right. Hopefully, they don't have the Rare Candy Dialga. I mean, one thing is, they might have to switch Greninja with a switching card, which would be good. Yeah, it's unfortunate that they had the Iono, but the good news is they benched Manaphy, so there you go. They don't know what I'm playing, which, I mean, does go a long way, right? That is, if I was playing against a Fearow and my opponent didn't really tell me what they were playing, I probably would have benched Manaphy, too, to be honest. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. There's a Nest Ball. Probably another Dialga, I imagine. They could play Rotom. No, there's another reason I played Path. I don't want them to just... I don't want them to get Mag... We want to try to make sure they... Yeah, they don't got it. I was going to say, I don't want them to get the Magnezone right away. And they don't have it. Could try to Misfortune Sisters here. Then Pikachu. Actually, don't hate that. I'm down to do that. Misfortune Sisters. See what they got. Alright. Nothing too crazy, but we get rid of Rare Candy. That could buy us a turn of them not having it. So let's Pikachu for... we're just going to get the same thing. Boss, Heavy Ball. We can grab like a card we don't really care about, just in case they Iono me again. We'll grab 1 card that's filler, and then 2 cards that help us. Just in case they Iono me. Or, yeah, just in case. I don't want to like get 3 playable cards and Iono go to the bottom of the deck. I mean, what are the chances they can just keep up the Iono spam, though, is the question. Hopefully they don't have the Star Chronos. I did mill a Rare Candy, which does go a long way, and that does hopefully prevent them getting the Star Chronos. They don't got it. Nice. Okay. We have the Mawile, so we can Mawile the Manaphy up. Yep. We can Mawile Manaphy. Seems good to me. I'll do this. Retreat. Tempting Trap. I'm actually going to hold the Heavy Ball because I don't want to reveal the Pidgeot. We know that it's prized. If I just, I don't know, if I reveal Pidgeot, they might get a gist of what's going to happen. So I'm actually going to hold the Heavy Ball. See if that makes a difference. I'm going to hold the Heavy Ball here so I don't reveal Pidgeot. But yeah, we can trap Manaphy, and this might just be GG's. Pathing myself might screw me over, though. But I think we can still win the Deca race. Plus, we have Misfortune Sisters. And it whiffs? Bro, no shot it whiffs. Okay, wow. That's not good. The Sisters whiff? Because they're eventually going to put Pidgeot in play, and then they're going to go to the stadium, and then I can get my own Pidgeot, and then we're chilling. I mean, weirdly enough, me and my opponent are both playing a back-and-forth Pidgeot bait game, which is kind of funny. I should have... I kind of regret playing the path, but I kind of wanted to. I didn't want them to have the nuts and setup, right? There's Ultra Ball. I mean, we just got to get... Yeah, we just got to get the Sisters back. We'll just Pal Pad it back. They might have a switch, though. We have to be mindful of that. No, they just pass again. All right, you love to see it. Well, it's Tempting Trap. I guess I should be doing Iono, though, to be fair, to try to get more stuff. I probably should be doing Iono, to be honest. Maybe I should. We'll see what happens. My opponent's got 6 cards in hand, 29 in the deck. I still have 37 cards. Okay, so I have more cards than they do. Maybe I do win the Deca race. Maybe I don't even need Pidgeot yet, or Pidgeot V. We'll see what they end up doing, though. Because I imagine they're eventually going to put Pidgeot in play, right? To get, like, boss and stuff. Not that that matters. They're probably going to want to get Pidgeot at some point, though. I imagine. There's Rare Candy. Magnezone? Yeah, there's Magnezone. All right. They can't win if they do Star Chronos. I need to get Mimikyu in play, so maybe I should be doing Heavy Ball. The other thing is, though, if they're doing Magnezone, they're also taking more cards out of their deck, so maybe I should be Heavy Balling for... The Prizing Bolt Mimikyu really sucks, actually. That's just so bad, because I want Mimikyu or Pidgeot. I can't get either. Ooh, they fail the Magnezone. Does that ever matter, or did they do that on purpose? That's what I'm trying to know. We got Penny. To Iono or to not Iono? I don't want to give my opponent more cards. I think we're just going to keep up the Tempting Trap for now. Not really in any rush. I need a Heavy Ball for Mimikyu, though. But I also need the Pidgeot, man. It just sucks. It sucks that both have to be prized. It's not ideal. And I can't take any prizes anytime soon. Attached to Manaphy. Go ahead. You can't retreat. It's not going to matter. There's the Magnezone getting played. I mean, the other thing about not revealing Mimikyu, though, is maybe they, like, exhaust energy and then they can't attack with Magnezone or something. That's kind of the other thought that I have. No, they're going to put energy on Dialga. They're at 5. Okay, there's... yeah, they have way less cards. Maybe I don't need the Pidgeot. Maybe I don't need it after all. Who knows? Let's get another Mawile here. I'm not going to bench it just yet. They could knock it out with Star Chronos and then Boss if they have a switch. They definitely have a switch, or maybe they don't. Again, some Dialga lists play like 0 switch. There's a very real possibility they have no way to move this turn. Or maybe they do have a way to move. Who knows? If they didn't have Star Chronos, I'd feel safe benching Mawile. Because there's no reason not to bench it, right? It's just when they have Star Chronos Boss, it's not really an option. Have to super audit back. Maybe I should have grabbed the... Maybe I should say Level Ball, actually. It's kind of a misplay to play it. Alright, it's fine. We might just win by deck out. They have no way to move, man. They can't do anything. We're just chilling. Manaphy or Greninja are both basically targets for Tempting Trap. So we'll see if they have any way out of this. There's a full face guard. It's not going to matter. And they just pass. Yeah. There's Erika. See what else I got here. The thing is, do they play a switch? And how many do they play? Because once I find Pal Pad, I want to put back the Misfortune Sisters. It'd be ideal. There's Boss again. That's good. All right, Tempting Trap. Let's keep up the traps, I guess. They have way less cards than I do. And I have more ways to put energy or stuff back in the deck, right? So if they're just trying to deck me out, it's not going to work. Plus, I have more Ionos than they do at this point. Plus Pal Pad, so yeah, there's not really anything they can do. There's really nothing they can do to not win the deck out race. We'll see if they have a switch, though. That's the thing, is do they play a switch? Do they play a switch, or did we Mawile them? They do have a boss. That's not going to matter, though, because we can move the Fearow for free, thanks to Fearow having a busted free retreat. Yo, Fearow Control, baby. Let's go. Do they have a switch? Do they have Star Chronos? It's one of those boss I have now, which is good. They definitely play more than one boss, obviously. No, they're not playing one boss. Energy on Magnemite, it's not going to matter. No, just a pass. All right. Fearow's got a free retreat. We're chilling. Tempting Trap. Let's go. Yeah, it really sucks we had to prize Mimikyus and Pidgeot, because I really want to have a Mimikyu in play here. I think it's really important to get a Mimikyu down. I just can't because of the friggin' double. Because I don't know if I need Pidgeot or not. Because I might need to just Pidgeot and Mawile loop them, right? But the way they're playing, I probably just win the deck out race anyways, so maybe it's okay to grab the Mimikyu, but I'm going to keep my options open. Just going to keep up the Tempting Trap lock here and just see where it takes us. Well, I might get another Fearow in play, though, either, to be honest, just to have more options. But I think it's fine for now. We can just Tempting Trap again. We'll see if they have a switch. I mean, again, some Dialga sometimes don't play switch. So maybe they don't have a way to move. Let's see, let's see. No, they just pass again. All right, sure. Be my guest. Tempting Trap. Let's go. This trap is very tempting. Get it? Yeah, they're not going to win the deck race. They have 21 cards, and I have, like, a ton. I'm not even going to bother counting. It's, like, over 30. So, you know, right? So, it's just how it is. Tempting Trap. Yeah, had they not benched Manaphy, we had the Greninja play anyways. Plus, we could have played Erika's Invitation or something. So, like, or Echoing Horn even, depending on the scenario. Mimikyu maybe could have made things awkward. Yeah, just another pass. Don't mind if I do. There's Pal Pad. We'll play that. Get the sisters back. Because if they do have a switch in the deck, I do want to try to mill it. Or I just want to mill more, like, excess items and stuff. There's a chance they play a switch, right? We just want to get rid of that switch and just make it so they don't got it like that. Part of the plan. I don't know. Maybe at this rate, we just get the Mimikyu in play. But again, I might need the Pidgeot. If they bump the stadium, then we can Pidgeot loop him. Okay, what do we got? Iono again. They haven't played Iono yet either. They've played one so far. What are the odds they play a lot, though? Dialga's, yeah, they just concede anyways. Maybe they might not have had a switch, or it was prize. If the switch was prize, it would have been pretty funny. And there you have it. That is the Fearow Control deck in action. I did enjoy this deck a lot. It's a lot of fun. I mean, again, we had some long games because Mawile is one of the best cards in the deck. Again, being able to Tempting Trap, stall your opponent is very, very strong. And the Flying Pikachu is really good, too. I think Flying Pikachu is just a really good card right now. But yeah, Fearow Control is pretty fun to play. I definitely wouldn't mind trying to put more draw into this deck. I feel like that's the one thing this deck was lacking was draw. So maybe we should play like a couple Colress's Experiment or something. I definitely think this deck wants to play a couple more draw. Maybe a few more energies would also be pretty good. And again, I did add the Forest Seal Stone to the deck, which this deck did not play Forest Seal Stone originally, so I did add it. But again, shout out to Densi for the list and the concept for Fearow Control. Definitely a fun deck to play, and it is pretty cool to try to win the game with Mawile, Pikachu, or Yveltal, Mimikyu, whatever route you want to take. This deck is pretty sick, and definitely is a pretty strong control deck, in my opinion. And I haven't done a video on control in a while, so hope you enjoyed today's control video on Fearow. And if you did, of course, leave a like. If you're new to the channel, subscribe down below. Help me on the road to reaching 50,000 subs. We just hit 49K, so once again, thank you all once again for 49,000 subs. If you haven't subbed to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below to help me reach 50K. Check out Carcave, and if you get any codes, use code LDF. Check out my Twitch, my Twitter, my Discord, the Shovel Squad, the second channel, the podcast channel, the Meant to My podcast, of course, the podcast that I run with Linty every single Friday, new episode of the Podcast Live, and yeah, all that good stuff. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.